Hi and welcome to this month's video. My name is Louise Presley-Turner, coach, mentor and author of Finding a Future That Fits. And my job is to help women find meaning and purpose by creating a life and business they absolutely adore. And this month's subject is how to make the leap from the day job to working for yourself. Now, I'm totally evangelical about working for yourself and being self-employed because I love what I do and I love the life that I have created. Being my own boss totally works for me because I get freedom to express myself, freedom to run my week and my day as I wish, and I get freedom to earn what I like. The sky is the limit. But in the early days of establishing my business, things weren't quite so free. And you may not know this about me, but my background is in advertising and marketing. And before I came to coaching, I spent a decade working for some of the world's leading ad agencies and also was a marketing manager for a prestige car manufacturer. And I had some pretty cool jobs. So when I found myself making this huge career transition into the world of coaching, I had to maintain my day job and I had to continue paying my bills whilst I was retraining and setting up my business. I had no choice, I had to do it this way. And I didn't have the luxury of quitting my job and training in my own time. I had to master the art of juggling all the balls at the same time, and it was a pretty crazy time in my life. And very often when I'm working with my clients, we have to figure out how they're going to make this leap from the day job to working for themselves. And it's so important that you create what I call a transition plan, or an escape plan as one of my clients likes to call it. And believe me, there is nothing worse than quitting your job, having no income and trying to get your business off the ground at the same time. It is far better to have a considered approach and to plan each step of the way. And this way you make your jump less risky and far more comfortable. In truth, my transition took me 18 months in total to train, set up my business, build my site and my brand, and to start working with clients. And it wasn't until my business model was complete and running smoothly that I handed in my notice and I left my old employed life behind. And believe me, it was one of the sweetest days of my life. So if you're thinking of setting up your own business or making the big leap this year, here are my 3 steps to creating a super smooth transition. Create your financial safety net. Being self-employed often doesn't bring the same level of security as being employed, especially in the early days where you're having to invest lots of time and money. You may need to subsidise your income whilst you're getting things off the ground, and you're going to need money to do this. I actually subbed myself for over 12 months before my business was bringing in enough for me to pay myself a decent wage. So you might need to take a course of study or buy equipment or build a website, all of which needs funding. So some suggestions for generating some cash for your new venture might be using good old savings or asking family and friends for investment. Bank loans, of course, student loans, scholarships, grants, and angel investment. Putting money on your mortgage maybe, a business startup loan, or simply going part-time or freelancing. If you want to get off to the best start possible, you need to start building your financial safety net today and realistically work out how much you need. Create a plan of action of how to generate the money. And consider cutting back on your spending, of course. Having your morning latte can cost as much as £3 a day. It's over £1,000 a year that you could be using to launch your new idea. Secondly, get support. It takes a really brave soul to leave the familiar surroundings of the flock and to venture out alone. And sometimes being self-employed is really lonely, especially when you've worked for lots of large organisations. And very often those around you don't share your big vision or your big idea, and this can feel very personal and almost like they're pouring cold water on your ideas. You need like-minded people around you who can help you through the highs and the lows. Whether you join a networking group, an online forum, you might create a mastermind group or decide to hire a coach or a mentor. Whatever you do, you need support and you need someone who can peel you off the floor when you're feeling flattened and you need someone who can cheer you on and celebrate your successes. Having support makes the world of difference when you're stepping out alone. So think about who in your life is going to support you through your transition. And finally, create a timeline. Create a vision for your new business venture. Where do you want to be in 6 months, 12 months, 18 months and 2 years? At what point are you going to quit the day job? Having a clear timeline gives you milestones to work towards. It keeps you focused, but more importantly, it gives you that light at the end of the tunnel, especially when your day job sucks and you are just desperate to move on. So get a piece of paper, draw a long line and note the key milestones of when things need to happen, from market research to branding, to launching your site, to events that you need to attend, to quitting your job, and stick it on your wall and start working through it. So if you're thinking about making the big leap this year, and I hope that you found these tips useful and they've sparked some thoughts and ideas for you. But if you're looking for help finding your purpose or launching your big idea into the world, then I can help you, so get in touch. And don't forget to come and claim your free life plan at thegameoflife.co.uk. I'm Louise Presley-Turner, life coach, author and founder of thegameoflife.co.uk. See you next time.